This guy's so cool. Hello, and welcome to episode 11 of our Frieren Beyond Journey's End reaction. So, last episode we left off with them beating the last of the demons. So, it was mainly, last episode was mainly about Frieren's backstory with Flame. Not Flame, Flame. But her backstory with her as far as building... how she became an apprentice of hers. They seem to both have a connection and a mutual hatred of demons. It seemed like, definitely, the demons wiped out her village and she tried to protect it. And that's when Flame came and was able to get her. But anyway, episode was pretty much flashback, kind of learning about concealing mana, different ways of growing strength or concealing strength and training, whatnot, and it led to her taking on Aura and quite easily handling her in an interesting way. I'll leave it at that. If you want to see it, yeah, I'd definitely watch it. But anyway, this episode's probably going to be like right after that, so we'll see how things are going, and see where the journey moves on to. Yeah, she did mention that she actually recognized some of the suits of armor, so I'm imagining some of these might have been friends that she came across over her many years. I wonder if his son is in this group. Yeah, I bet you his son's in this group. Yeah, Himmel was probably trying to protect the armor, or the bodies of the heroes. Yeah, they both did really well. Their fights were pretty cool. I really liked it. He honestly didn't fight back until the very end of the fight. Really. How blunt. Huh. So it's all oral. I love that old group so much. Yeah. He had the same issue. He's just a random lumberjack. I cut the trees down. Alright. Stark's pretty cowardly. And I know Aizen says that he was a coward too, but I have a hard time believing Aizen was ever like this. So it seems like maybe a little bit of a time skip as they recover. I hope they don't spend too long here. Just for Fern and Stark's sake. I don't imagine that they would stay long, but... Well, it's entering winter. They're wearing coats. At least fall. So they stuck around a while to recover, have proper burials. more I think about it, so what was it, like episode 3 or 4 when Fern and Frieren stayed in that village cleaning up like the shipwrecks and stuff for like 3 months or so? That was during the winter, so we have to be like a year past that, getting around to that point. So Fern's considered third class. Yeah. Stuff like that wouldn't matter to her. Yeah. To her, that's nothing. I mean, if I was in her position, I wouldn't care either. Like, 1,000 years, why should I bother getting my magic, getting some ranking for a random magical council or whatever that's gonna last like 50 years at best. Winter, famine. Yeah. I mean, that's like all wars, isn't it? Like, most war, the deaths come from disease, illness, living conditions. In most instances. Not all, but. 28, so, okay. We've been at 28 years for a while. Yeah, they packed pretty lightly. Like, I almost feel like Frieren underestimated it because they didn't really pack a lot with them. I've been thinking, I mean, really there's nothing to imply it, but I'm curious if after this 10-year journey, if Stark and Fern might hang around each other a little longer. You know what I mean? There's nothing implying it yet, but it's just a thought in my head. 10 years is a long time. Who is this? This guy's so cool. There's a pervert inside. Yeah, is he an elf? Yeah, that's what I thought. Doing squats. So is he like a priest or something? A monk. Got it. Bro. Stark. Remember when he was first introduced and I thought he was like going to be edgy? Okay. I hope this guy joins the group. He's so cool. He's so cool. Yeah, he has to have been around for a long time.
俺もお前のことなんてこれっぽっちも知らん。
勇者様ご一行の魔法使いですよ。
その前は
何が言いたいの？
俺たちはエルフってことだ。
And him, that's like, oh, that's like yesterday's news. Frieren don't care.
もうすぐ半年になるな。
Wow, they just hung out in the middle of nowhere for 6 months.
天地創造の女神様は神話の時代を除いて、この世界の長い歴史の中で実際に姿を現したことは一度もない。
若いな。俺も昔は。
You're young.
だが今は心の底から女神。
How old are you?
まあいい。お前の身の上を話せ。俺も話す。お前が信じないっていうのなら、女神様の代わりに俺がお前を褒めてやる。きっと女神様も清く正しい
Yeah.
私を褒めてくれる。
He's a lot like Hater.
酒を飲みながら何を言ってるんだこの生臭坊主は。
フリーレン、あなたには褒めてくれる人はいますか？
急にどうしたのさ。
Huh.
あなたは
They're both religious.
信じていない
They both seem to be very similar
信
personality.
じていただければ代わりに私が褒めますよ。
褒められるようなことなんて何もない。
常に魔力を制限しているのに、それは血の滲むように
So he saw that. Good.
もしかしたら私の子供は魔法使いになるかもしれません。
それは生涯独身でしょ。
He just laughs. No response.
女神様に仕える連中は変なやつが多いんだろうね。遠慮しておくよ。もう別のやつに褒めてもらったから。
Yeah, she actually. The reason she liked them, her old gang, so much was that they praised her magic.
いや、その人はもう今は天国にいるよ。
いずれ会えるな。
そうだね。
Hope.
俺はこっちだ。フリーレン、今生の別れとは思わん。何百年後かにまたな。
He's old, so he's older than she is.
楽しかったぜ。
I mean, it makes sense. He does look older than her. Huh. I didn't think we'd run into another elf. Okay, that was episode 11 of Beyond Journey's End. That was actually pretty interesting. We got kind of another large time skip. Makes sense. We had kind of an arc of dealing with the demons at that village, but they dealt with the harsh winter. They actually met another elf. That's interesting. Yeah, I just didn't think we were going to run into another elf. And one that's older than Frieren. That's interesting. And it's actually funny that they go like, yeah, she's the hero's mage. And he's like, huh? He's like, huh? What, before that, like, older. That was like yesterday. Like, which is kind of funny. It's interesting to run across a character that's almost older and wiser than Frieren. Maybe not wiser. I feel like some of like even Himmel and Hader and that were a little bit wiser than Frieren. But even Eisen are a little bit wiser, but older and wiser and older, which we got that with this guy. He was funny, interesting character, similar personality to Hader, which then you can kind of draw the parallel there with Fern as well. So it seems like their religion is based more off of, I mean, all religion's based off faith, right? But theirs is very much predominantly like just open, like they openly admit, yeah, we don't know for sure, but we hope, right? That's the whole point of our church, is to hope for it, right? Just hope for the best, right? When other religions, they're based off faith, but they tend to be a little bit more like for sure, you know, like we're for sure right about this. But maybe their church is as well, but at least Hader, this guy, and Fern don't seem to be like that at all. So interesting stuff. I enjoyed this episode. It was kind of nice to calm down, continue the journey, get to meet some new characters, and I'll see where the next arc takes us. But other than that, you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you again later. See ya.